Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Santa Clara. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready, set, and cycle.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. From the 30 on second down, Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Ready, 52 blaster. No red. Ball red.
And they'll go for it. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's going to have have to eat this one as down he goes. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. The Lance going to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. A solid stiff arm. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Lancey's throw complete here to Ayuk. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We're scoreless after 1. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Let's go.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
3. Close, 10. Hey.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here we go.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Trey Lance finding Deebo Samuel. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally had some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep it with Henry on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. On second down, here's Henry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
He gets this one to Burks. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Bullet good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
Come on, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. In motion left goes a tight end. On play action, Lance. Flushed out right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Touchdown, Titans! And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. After the sack on first down, Lance, and that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
52 Blaster. Black Ultra. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Down.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
Green jacket. Smash. Red.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
3.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hurt! 79 Broncos! Go!
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check! Hey, check that! Street! Ready?
3rd down, it's Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Ready, break! 7 targets, 18 targets. Hey, pass. 70 Ranger.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Fourth down, Willis. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
19 target. Check match.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, it's Willis. Touchdown! Chigakakwo. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Pulling good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Yellow, blue, ball red. Let's go set.
From the 31, Lance. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 69 yards. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Gold now out to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Ready up.
They'll run it again with Henry. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 202 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A gain of 2 on the play, and this is...
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Willis from the gun on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This to make it a 2-score game. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down is Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Striker, 3-3. Cheeto blue. Zulu black. Black ultra.
Lance now on first down. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Ready up.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Okay.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Slide 2.
Lance looks to throw again. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Come on, set. Ready?
Lance looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Hurry.
Now Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Lance back to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, third and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Here's Lance. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's fourth and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The kick by Gold is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, you really can't ask for much more